And we are. All right, let's get started. So, welcome to Unlock Your First Six Figures morning show. I am your host, Shay Cannon. I'm an award-winning fractional chief operating officer with an exclusive clientele of six and seven figure CEOs. However, I have a mission. That mission includes you, entrepreneurs and small business owners who are spinning their wheels and struggling to get to their first six figures in business. I want to show you how to make the money and create time freedom. Let's make the money and create time freedom. My freedom looks like living and working my business from anywhere in the world. I'll spare you the 5 year journey, but just know I am currently living my best life and working my best business in Mexico. Okay. So it all starts with a blog. This week's blog is at shaycannon.com/selling, SELLING. Okay. And what we've been talking about all week long, and we're closing out our series today, is we've been talking about boosting your bottom line through downselling, upselling, and cross selling for small business. Okay. At the end of the day, we just cannot afford to leave money on the table, right? It is actually our job to try to find ways to make more money and maximize every opportunity. Well, that is where our strategies of having a main offer and also having down sales, cross sales, and upsells. Okay, that's where all of that comes in. What we're doing is we're maximizing opportunities to bring in revenue, but they are in relation to the main offer. So if you think I'm going back on the fact that I've told you you need to have a main thing, that's your main offer, and that needs to be your only forward facing thing for the most part, you're wrong, because I'm not saying that we push these things forward instead of the main offer. What I'm saying is we present opportunities in conjunction with this main offer. Okay, so there will be opportunities where you are selling the main offer and people are either don't want that offer because it's too time consuming or it's too much money. Well, that's where you have a down sale. Okay, or they say, you know what, I think I'm a little past that, I need something else. That's where you have the opportunity for an upsell. Or you see that they can benefit for something additional to support them through the main offer or with the main offer. That's a cross sell, right? So we have these opportunities, but these opportunities are not in lieu of the main offer, they're in relation to. Okay, hope we got that down. Okay, so it is our job to make sure that we are employing these strategies. If you need to know the details, a detailed definition of each strategy, instead of just trying to catch on with context clues, I need you to go to Monday's replay, because in part one, that was the foundation. We talked all about the definition. If you go to the replay of this show, we even went around and the ladies told us what exactly was their main offer, what was their downsell, what was a cross sell, and what was an upsell that they could do in their business, right? Then on Tuesday, part two was about opportunities, right? Because what we know is this thing has to be perfected. We have to try different things. So how do we identify other opportunities to create new down sales, new cross sales, and new upsells? Or for some of you, how do we create your first ones, right? Well, in part two, we talked about where the opportunities are to get that information. So if you need that information, go to the replay of part two, which was on Tuesday. All right. Then on yesterday, which is Wednesday, we said, okay, we got these opportunities. We've identified the things that we can create as a down sell, a cross sell, and an upsell. How do we implement them? Okay, so we talked about some considerations for you to make that implementation successful. So if you need those strategies to make your implementation of the strategies more successful, go to yesterday's replay, which was all about implementation. Okay, so that leads us to today. Today, we're going to talk about the automation of the implementation. Okay, so automation, we want to create processes of a rinse and repeat nature. Okay, to put this stuff on autopilot so that we keep the system of presenting the main offer, presenting the downsell, presenting the cross sell, presenting the upsell. We want all of that to operate automatically, if at all possible. Okay, we don't want it to just be us manually telling somebody about it. We want opportunities that it automatically happens. Like if I present to you the main offer and you don't accept it, I need automatically for that down sale to come in. Okay, so here are some tactics and tools to consider when you're putting in place your automations. Good morning, Demetra, over there on the Facebook side. So the first thing is you need to be methodical with your use of communication. by being clear when you're discussing your brand's value proposition effectively to address your client's needs. Now, let me tell you what that means. That means we don't want to confuse people because now we got 4 different types of offers. We want to be very clear in our messaging which one is for them at this time, which one will be the next one for them in the future. Okay, we have to be clear. Some of y'all aren't clear on your main offer. So when you start adding these upsells, downsells, and cross sells, all you're going to do is convolute your messaging even more. So what you need to do is you need to sit down, okay, and you need to write out clear and concisely who each one of these offers is for. Why should they pick that offer in relation to the main offer? Okay. Who is the type of person that is ready for a downsell but not ready for a main offer, cross sell, or an upsell? Okay. Who is the type of person that's ready for an upsell? You need to be ready to describe that person. You need to be ready to explain to them the value of it, why they should be in this part and not that part. Okay. You should be ready to overcome the objections of each one. Okay. And you should be ready to be able to enforce the value of each one. Again, some of y'all are having problems doing that with the main offer. Start with that one because these offers are in relation to the main offer. So start with your main offer. Who exactly is it for? Okay. What exactly are their pain points? What exactly do they want their life to look like? Okay. Now, the funny thing is, if you go to my website, shaycannon.com/offers, OFFERS, okay, I have my different levels. You can pick by time or money. But when you get there at the bottom of each page, it's not only pricing transparency, like I talked about yesterday, I'm also telling you what that offer is like in relation to the main offer, in relation to the transformation that you want. Right? So if you go over there and I'm telling you, hey, you want something free, I'm letting you know, oh, you don't want to invest nothing, then you probably ain't gonna get nothing out of it. But hey, let's start here. Right? If it says, oh, you want to invest a little because you only have a little, then I let you know, oh, okay, you invest in a little, you should expect little results. You know what I'm saying? So you need to know what messaging is going to push them along your pipeline. Okay. So to do that, you have to know who they are, what they need, what their objections are, what their pain points are, and what transformation they want. So you can keep tapping on that stuff to get them to the next level. All right. So your messaging has to be clear. The next thing is you need to be detailed with your personalization. We've already talked about segmentation, right? So now we know who is in what segment. We should be talking to them along the lines of what segment they're in. All right. Again, the person that's ready for a downsell, the main offer, a cross offer, and an upsell, all of those people cannot be talked to the same way. Okay, so we need detailed client profiles so that we can use and build segmentations just for them based on their behaviors, based on the specific ways they need to be talked to. All right. The next thing is we need to be systematic with our use of technology, ladies. Okay, technology and tools are our friends. So when we're creating these client profiles for the segmentations, we should be including things that help them to self-identify that we are talking to them. Sometimes that takes a little help. Sometimes you have to reach out to your little friend Chatster, right? Maybe your friend Bard, aka now Gemini, or Gemini, formerly known as Bard, okay? To kind of help you to fill in some of the stuff that logically makes sense, okay? So you may know 3 things for sure about your client avatar. Maybe AI can help you fill in some other stuff so that you can start testing that communication, all right? We want to be sending emails based on engagement and purchase behavior. So we had a webinar, we presented the main offer to you. And so now we have these emails that after the webinar are reminding you about the offer. You never click and buy the offer, right? Then guess what? It needs to now be talking to you about a downsell, okay? Oh, you did buy the offer. Now we need to be talking to you about a cross sell. Did you understand that you might also need, right? So I love my it used to be the Oxycontin dude. I'm rest in peace because he's no longer with us. But when he used to come in and say, but wait, there's more, man, I used to love it, right? So cross sales could be but wait, there's more. You got this, but what about this? Do you need this too? Right? So start thinking about how you're going to talk to these people in these different segmentations. But as far as knowing what they're doing when we can actually present these offers automatically. Okay. Last but not least, it was tools that can support the release of the main offer, the release of the downsell, the upsell, and the cross sell. So that's getting into the actual tech of it. There are different carts out there, Thrive Cart, Sam Cart, that automatically do that. There are different funnel technologies that do that, like ClickFunnels, Go High Level, those types of things. They can present the next page, right? The cart usually presents it on the same page, right? So if you go to look at our workshop, at shaycannon.com/digital dollars, one of the things you see at the bottom of the page now is you see cross sales. Hey, if you've signed up for this workshop, you might like a past workshop, right? But what I included this time was a past workshop, which is a cross sale and an upsell, right? You can get a strategy session so I can give you your roadmap to freedom in your business, right? So all of that is at the bottom of the cart. So there are technologies specifically designed for us to be able to give our main offer. If they don't take our main offer, to offer a downsell, or if they take our main offer to offer something else that is a cross sell, or to offer an upsell. Okay. So we need to get into the technology and the different things that allow us to automate this upselling and downselling and cross-selling strategies. Good morning, Keith. So the question, ladies, is in automation, right? How are you going to get yourself ready to be methodical with your messaging, to personalize those emails using those methods you have come up with, and the technologies that you're going to employ to put all this stuff in place? So I'm going to start with Heather, because I know she's listening. But Kimberly, we know you're at the Dream Funder, so you can go ahead and be putting it in the comments here in the studio. Keith and Demetria, you can be putting it in the comments on the Facebook side. All right, Heather, how are you going to use all this stuff? It's the question.
Yeah. So I'm using Active Campaign. And so what I need to figure out is, so I'm still a little confused about triggers and that sort of thing, but I really need to, I need to make it work for me. So I need to make sure that I am putting in appropriate tags, and that if that means going through one by one and looking at everybody just to make sure that they're tagged appropriately, then I'll do that, right? Until I get but I have to figure out the automation. So if I have the webinar, people come, but they don't buy, then putting that whole email sequence, that's where I get confused. So I just need to figure it out.
No problem. So what I love about Active Campaign, because as you know, I'm a fan, is they have a YouTube channel that can tell you how to do all of that stuff, right? So I know that on a high level, right, there are ways that you can go in, and there are some complex segmentations you can do. I am not good at that. I would hire somebody to do that, but I can at least do a simple one, right? So I can do things that where if I'm having a webinar today and that webinar is at 7 p.m., in my automation, I can have the reminders that are automatically sent all the way up until the time of the webinar. I can have that starting about 10 p.m. because if we start at 7, we should be done by 10 p.m., right? So the first email should automatically go that's reminding them of the promotion or the offer that I gave them at the end of the webinar, right? So I can do that. I can have it that if you're clicking, it can tag you as interested, right? I don't know if you bought, because I'm not that savvy to know if you bought yet. All that ain't connected up, but I can at least know, have you been clicking? So I can tag you as interested, and that can send you down another road of emails where I'm talking about, hey, you're interested if you haven't bought, right? If you have not clicked anything, right, then it can take you down another road. And now I can start talking, hey, I noticed that you haven't clicked to find out more about the offer. Are you tired of experiencing that? You see what I'm saying? So we can at least do that before we start hiring somebody.
Yes, absolutely. That's really what I was talking about. That's what I need to figure out how to do. But
that's also why in those automations, Heather, we have one call to action. So we take out those social media buttons. You see what I'm saying? We only have one thing in there for them to click, and all that clicking leads to one thing, so that if they just click, we don't have to be as sophisticated to know what they clicked. You know what I'm saying? Because they only have one option.
True.
Yeah. So that's how
Okay.
we simplify it to at least do what we can do, until we can hire somebody else to get in there and do it intricately.
Yes.
I have worked with somebody who, baby, every little thing you did and don't do goes to something, and they know exactly what that is and all that. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh, how you know they bought? So the funny thing is, they can, when you connect it up with the cart, right? Then what happens is, if they got all the way down and then they didn't put the credit card information, there's a sequence for that. If they got all the way down, put the credit card information in, but didn't buy, there's a sequence for that. Like, it can get intricate. But that's where we get things like abandoned cart from. We had to first know that they had a cart. And then we got to know they abandoned it. Like, all of that is the complex part of this segmentation and behavior triggers. But what we know is it can be done. We just don't know how to do it. So yeah, thank you for that, Heather.
Okay.
All right. Cool beans. Kimberly, you can put your comments in the studio. Dewana, I'm coming to you next. I know you might need a little more because you probably like, what the hell is all this y'all talking about? So I'm gonna go to Demetra first. She's over here on the Facebook side. Demetra has ConvertKit. I don't think it's robust enough to do what you suggest. Or they do have it, and I need to learn how to do it. I really have to start with designing an outline via paper and pencil. I have to think through the office. Yes, Demetra, that's how I always start. I now have a tech that I use that's easy to create these process maps. So I use that now, but most often I'm sitting somewhere away from my computer drawing it on pen and paper. So yeah, that's the best way to do it, to make sure that you're not leaving anything out. You can do your own little client journey for this one little thing, and then make sure that you have the the different sequences of emails for it. So paper and pen is perfect. I will tell you, I think ConvertKit can do automations and behavior triggers, but ConvertKit is kind of cumbersome, so I don't know how to do it. But look and see if they have a YouTube channel. Also, don't y'all do not use their help options. Okay, use their help options. I'm gonna tell you, I have gotten things done that I didn't have to do because I did the help option, right? And then they were like, let me go in and do it for you. What? That was like a free team member. Like, go ahead, please. You know what I'm saying? Or you can try to do it, and if it doesn't work, right? Like, if it's not triggering and firing off like it should, you can call help and have help figure out what's not working, what about it is not working, or why it's not working. You know what I'm saying? So always explore all of your opportunities, because what you'll find is it's probably more help out there than you realize. Okay. Also, for the technologies that y'all have that you don't know how to quite work, I need y'all to start contacting the sales departments of these platforms and get demonstrations. That's what tech does. They do demos. And guess what? It's the sales department, because what they gonna try to do is show you all this, demonstrate all this stuff that ain't even on your plan. That's why it's the sales department, because they're gonna try to upsell you. Okay? Cool beans, cool beans. All right. Adobe said, I do a lot of writing too. Go High Level does all these demographic segmentations too. Yes, it does. Go High Level is good for a lot of stuff. It's replacing a lot of stuff out here in these technical streets. I have, our resident tech guru is Letitia Austin, and she's trying her best to get me to come over to Go High Level. I ain't with it yet, only because I am not ready for the learning curve. And even though I can hire her team to take care of it, I like to know stuff, and I like to be able to jump in and do stuff, because sometimes I'm outside of office hours and all kind of stuff, getting stuff done, just like I did the other night, putting all together all the stuff for the workshop. I need to know how to do it in case I need to do it, because as a CEO, I'm waiting to the last minute to get it done, right? As we frequently do. We have team members and we wait to the last minute. Now it's ridiculous to have them to do it at such a quick pace, because you've yet to give them the information they need. So your ass just needs to do it, right? So you just need to know how. I feel like you need to know a lot, enough to be dangerous in a lot of stuff. But my segmentations and automations, I definitely feel like I need to know. So yeah. All right, Dewana, this whole week we've been talking about something that's some of it is familiar to you, some of it is not. How you gonna put all this stuff in place, Dewana?
Well, good morning. And you're right. It's really but it's great information. I'm in the serious embryonic stage of the whole email situation.
Mm-hmm.
And what you were talking about today in terms of segmentation and all those things. But it's got my juices going. It's got my mind going. And it's got me trying to figure out how to make it work in my business.
Mm-hmm.
What you talked about earlier in terms of the first thing you talked about when you came on, when you were talking about how to separate your clients and put them in different bags. That's where I am now, but everything is in the embryonic stage. So
Yeah.
I'm just working through it. I have worked a lot in my business this week, I will say, just because of what we've been talking about all week, just trying to figure it out. So I'm super happy about that because I've gotten a lot of work done. But yeah, you're right.
Good.
I'm like, how do I make this work for me? So I'm just happy about the conversation.
Cool beans. And that means I'm doing my job, because I'm not just
Absolutely.
telling y'all this stuff so that y'all can not be thinking about it, so that you can not be implementing things in your business. So thank you for that confirmation,
Yeah,
Dewan.
I would never be thinking about it otherwise. So thank you.
Cool beans. All right. Shawana Kennedy. Look, Shawana, we got another candy man. We said Letitia's name and then she popped up. You ain't the only candy man, Shawana. We said Letitia. Boom, Letitia appeared. We're gonna just start calling her name to see how often we can get on her then. Okay, Shawana, what are your thoughts about today, and how are you gonna get this stuff implemented?
Well, for me, because look, I'm not a tech. I'm techie a little bit, so I'm with you. That whole learning curve. My friend has been Mailchimp, and that's because you talk about all those other guys, and honestly, I don't have time for the learning curve. I don't, not right now. I don't. So I make that do what it do, and then if I need to lean on people who are great at segmentation, that's when I pull those folks in to go inside. Because I'm like you, if I need to be able to create something quickly, that is something that I can navigate without pulling on other folks, because I do graphics. So I don't need those other people, which means I need to be able to quickly pull something together. But when it needs to be more detailed, I do pull in other folks that's their wheelhouse, because all of that segmentation. No, let me stay right in my creative zone of genius and
Mm-hmm.
let the people that do that do that. So that's what has been working for me. I know in some cases it's not always best, because when we think about even onboarding, it's things that should be in place over in those areas as well. So yeah, I mean, I got some certain things that I need to be doing, and some cleanup, because I heard Heather talking about the tags and all of that. I definitely need to do that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But right now, that's not like a top five thing that needs attention.
Mm-hmm.
It needs attention, but it's not the top. It's not at the top of that to do list for the business. Right, not right now. Because I work with an intimate group of people,
Mm-hmm.
and so yeah, I'm a Mailchimp girl. I've peaked at a few other things, but right now that's where I'm able to operate quickly. And then whoever I get to come in,
Mm-hmm.
they understand that, and they try to steer me, but overall they wind up creating something in what I'm already comfortable with.
Okay. Well, let me because see, you tried to piggyback on what I said as an excuse. So let me differentiate for you. Okay. I have all the things in place with different tech, and Letitia's just trying to get me to do the go high level to bring it all under one house. But I have all the tech and I'm employing all the tech. But what you're telling me is that you're not employing all the tech, and so you'll get to it when you can. But what I heard is I don't have time to make money. I don't have time to make money. I don't have time to make money. That's what I heard you say. I just
But
want you
that
to.
what it is that I do. I know it's been my over a year ago. I tried to talk to Letitia, but she never like answered like okay.
Oh,
And so that
wow.
so some of that stuff that could have been
Wow.
yeah, because I know
You
that is
know, I checked when we
honestly
want to come off the mic amidst the COVID coughs over here.
it didn't, that is
Oh,
not my specialty. And I know I need people in place to have those things already in place. Yeah. So that is part of it. Because it's not, but I need to be able to play in the street that if while she sleep, like you said,
Mhm.
I can jump in there and put a pretty picture
Look, I
you know,
like how you
create
threw that on Letitia. That was funny because look,
no, that was real.
look,
She
was you
came
looking at the
in.
camera when she was agreeing with me, and then all of a sudden you threw it on her? Did you see how her face changed?
No,
Oh,
no,
that
no, no,
was
because honestly, I lean in. So forever who's listening, I am one of those people who, if Shay says she trusts someone, my
Mhm.
ears perk up, right? And that's really honest, for real. No, no,
Yeah.
and that ain't even nothing that Letitia, because I know she doing the doggone thing, and I'm not one of them, other people she used dealing with, so I don't have to wait my turn. Uh, but that's really what it is. And so I prefer a referral. I am a referral girl. I prefer a referral because all of that looking and hoping and checking, if you saying that they doing it, and like you said, in these streets, if somebody has a special or something, that's when I really lean in,
Yes.
based off budget. So,
Mhm.
look, people are blowing me up over here. Yeah.
That's okay.
So, but
Okay.
that's what's going on.
So
I do need to
Letitia,
schedule with
look,
Letitia,
Letitia,
but
we gonna let you talk last. We gonna let you talk last.
but I'm gonna be
But just
listening.
remember,
I
you've
gotta
been
get
called
off
to the
video, but
table.
I'm gonna be
But
listening in the
apparently
car.
your inquiry process, you might want to check your messenger from 1989 to see what Shawana said. I'm not sure, but I'm gonna come back
Yeah,
to
if
you.
she go check, she gonna see it. She gonna see. I see that. Cause look, my chest is out on that one because I know.
Listen, one thing I
Yeah.
know about you, Shawana, if I tell you to talk to somebody, you immediately go and talk to them. Hell, I told you to talk to Heather yesterday. You didn't damn near wait till the morning show was over for her phone was ringing. I was
Well,
like, God
I
damn,
am
Shawana,
about immediate action because other
last
things do happen.
they
Stuff
do,
be
they do.
happening.
All righty, that is so funny.
Okay, I'm gonna be listening at y'all in the car. It's time to go to Hot Works. Bye.
Okay, cool. Hot yoga is where Shawana going because it is Thursday. But Adobe, our fearless intern is here, and what she has already said is she does a lot of writing too. Go High Level does all of these demographic segmentations. Do you want to come off the mute? You don't have to come off camera, but do you want to come off the mute and give your testimonial for Go High Level, Adobe? Let's see if she can. She might not be able to. All right. Okay, so Dr. LaFera, I don't know how much you heard, but what do you want to talk about as far as what you've heard this? Oh, Adobe is off the mute. Come on, Adobe, what you want to add?
Yeah, I wanted it shows you who clicked what number they want. So through that way, you'll be able to see like
Oh
their
Lord, you
needs.
going in and out, Adobe, and you going out on the good shit. You're going out on the good shit. I felt like we was about to learn something. Try it again. Uh-oh.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you now.
Is able to show you how many number of
Jesus, Adobe.
submission.
Yeah, it's going
Oh
in
my
and out,
God.
Adobe. On the good parts again. That's okay. How about put it in the comments and I'll read it out. How about that? So just put it in the comments. Dr. LaFera, we've been talking about upsells, downsells, cross sells in relation to your main offer all week long. Did you have anything that you wanted to add on that? Because I don't know what you heard and what you didn't hear. And we're going to give you time to come off the mic if you can. If not, you can use the comments in studio. There you go.
Oh, we were talking about tech.
We're talking about the whole system.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so you could just offer whatever you want to offer because I don't know what you heard. So I'm not asking you the same question I asked the other ladies.
Thank you, Shay. Um, so I am going to do a course. And so right now, all my stuff, I have Kartra and I have Klaviyo. And so for the course, I feel like Klaviyo is going to be better. Kartra is going to be better because it's like an all-in-one, and I already have stuff in there. But I also have access to Go High Level, and I haven't felt like learning how to use it. I mean, I know basic stuff, but I really know how to use Kartra. And then
Well, how How has Kartra been working for you though, Dr. LaFera? Because it's been my experience that Kartra is cumbersome. If you know Kartra, you probably wouldn't take you long to learn Go High Level and transition away. I don't know though. Hold on one second, Letitia. Do you want to weigh in on Kartra versus Go High Level? She said Go High Level is better for your course, Dr. LaFera.
Well, eventually I have to learn it because I have a subscription to it through Mastermind, and I got introduced to it before everybody else started learning about it.
Yeah. I will
Like a
tell
few
you
years
though,
ago.
if you're going to do it, and Letitia, you can let me know if I'm stepping out of bounds. But if you're going to transition to Go High Level, I would transition to the regular Go High Level, not the private labeled version by anybody. That way, when you come out of the mastermind, you're not paying $300 a month for that private labeled version.
Yeah, I know. So that's kind of one of the reasons why I haven't transitioned over. It's because I plan to stay, but like at least this year. But like you said, like if you leave, you got a bigger bill because Kartra, I came in like maybe 5 years ago when I was doing like some other stuff. And so I know how to set up memberships and all that stuff.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is if you know Kartra, which most people don't, because Kartra
Yeah.
is not intuitive at all. It's not
No,
easy.
it's not.
So if you know Kartra, you probably can get in Go High Level as intermediate skill set already. So what I suggest you do is get a regular Go High Level account, right? And start transitioning your stuff over. But while you're still in the mastermind and they got all those templates and stuff over there, export their templates and
Yeah.
put it in your Go High Level.
Oh, I didn't think about that.
Yeah.
See? Okay.
So, Dr. LaFair, you need to go take the time and go high level and let go of Kartra. Kartra is
Yeah, I'm holding on to it.
yeah, stop holding. Let the bill go. Go high level will give you way more functionality for your business than what you have in Kartra today. Is there a little bit of a learning curve? Absolutely, but you'll be fine there. And the reason why I say that because go high level, where Kartra messed up as a developer, go high level is adding new stuff. So they just add communities and gamification. So when everybody lost their Facebook and LinkedIn today, you still could have been talking to your group or your community and go
You
high
go
level.
high.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would go ahead and take this time if you have it to transition everything over to go high level. That's just my thoughts.
And you can do it phase by phase, right? And then let go of Kartra altogether.
Yeah.
So yeah, and
Yeah, it
Adobe
is kind
said,
of expensive. So go high level. What level? Like the first level, what did it let you do? All the
yeah,
stuff
you
that.
start with the first level, and then the functionality of the first level is what you start transitioning over, right? Then you start using that, and then you go to the next level and you start transitioning that stuff over from Kartra. And see, as you're getting things out of Kartra, you probably can
You
go
can be
down in the
growing.
plan with Kartra as you're going up in the plan with Go High Level.
Oh, I'm on the first level of Kartra. I think. Well, no, I'm on like a.
That okay, Letitia just answered all that. So
What she
all
said.
you need is a $97 a month account with Go
High
High Level.
level are for people who are going to be running a SaaS company. If you are just using Go High Level for your own company, one entity, all you need is the $97 a month account. You don't need any of the other ones. If you were running a coaching program where you were setting people up in Go High Level, then the 297 and 497 come into play. But here's the thing about Go High Level. You get everything you need on 97. You can get rid of calendaring, you can get rid of acuity, you can get rid of all of those things and do it and do lead scoring and know who's warm, who's cold, who's hot. You can build as many funnels as you want. You don't need click funnels. So it really does really well for a business that wants to stop having to integrate 50 million things together.
Yeah.
Everything there. And you have unlimited contacts, unlimited counts. So you really just need the 97. You don't need the other levels. Those are for people who have coaching programs or programs
Yeah.
trying to get people on Go High Level.
Yeah.
$97. Okay.
So Letitia, look, our resident tech guru. So you have a group, right? It's called Tech Talk with Letitia Austin. In your group, would you be interested in doing a series, let's just say in April, where you help us go step by step to transition ourselves into Go High Level? Just one thing a week that you're telling us. You can even feel free to pre-record it and not go live. I mean, I'm just saying, be an advocate, be a cheerleader, but help us out, damn it. Like you, what's up? What's up? Look how she looking,
I
y'all.
wholeheartedly second this motion.
Look how she looking, y'all.
I know
I
she
mean,
looks.
would you like to help us out?
Got on here to learn something this morning. I mean, I
Mm.
absolutely can do
You
that.
learn that we love having you on here, and
Yeah, you learned it.
we
We need you.
appreciate you. And
You're supposed to be on. I knew you before a while now, Dr. LaFleur. You're supposed to be on my
what?
side. That's my
I'm
sister.
on your side. I love you.
Absolutely do that. I just tell people, you know what? You can always start where you are with tech. Shawan, I did apologize. I don't remember her. And I'm gonna tell y'all now, do not Facebook inbox me. That is a dead hole of life. Email me. I just don't do tech. I build tech, but I don't really
What's
use
your email?
uh
Client.support
info
at
at
themobilesophisticate.com.
Yep.
All
But
right.
I
Put
can
that in.
definitely do a series. If where you are is working today, stay there. If what you're trying to do is starting to add more components to your business, like courses, or if you're building landing pages, I try to keep people on the tech you have. Your website should be the hub of all things for your business. Y'all don't need to get nobody else, no more SEO. You need all the SEO you can get, all the traffic you can get. So if you're using Kartra for memberships, I would say try to go high level. If you are using ClickFunnels and you're not trying to get a 2 Club award, go high level. You can build as many funnels as you want. And to be honest with you, they have the exact same funnel builder as ClickFunnels because it's open source code. That's a whole nother story. So
Yeah.
it just really depends on
What's the
what you
correct email address? Is it client.support or is it just client support?
client support. One word. If
Yeah, let me
you
take this job
are
today.
not interested in go high level and you're using MailChimp, I would suggest maybe try MailerLite. It has more functionality. It
Yeah,
will better.
somebody just told me that last week
I
that
love MailerLite.
if Active Campaign started charging too much, MailerLite was the next best option that is cheaper than Active Campaign, but has the same functionalities. They just call tag something different and list something different, but all the functionality is there.
Yeah. And then another one is that I like as well, and I'm trying to think of the name that is good. And I like them because, to be honest with you, their user interface is a lot easier to use. And that would be, I'm looking at their pricing. People sleep on Entreport as well. That's it. Entreport is another good one. But
Okay.
yeah, MailerLite is actually pretty good. They've got a lot of builders in there to help you build out your emails as well. So any of those I would say are good if you are tied to MailChimp. Just remember, when you leave a list company and you go to another email service provider, you have to show proof of opt-in or you have to get people to re-opt back in. That's a post for another day.
That sounds like a training we need too. So thank you for adding that to the list of what we're going to request from you. We appreciate you. All right. Don't be trying to go out camera. So Adobe also said go high level in addition to helping with marketing campaigns will also give you detailed demographics based on the automations you have on your site. You will see all the clicks, all the payments, all abandoned, everything. I don't know about y'all, but I'm convinced. So I need to put on my calendar a transition plan so I can finally stop hearing that shit from her. But yes. All right. Glow, I know you've heard a lot. What questions do you have based on what you heard so that you can implement some of the things that you've learned this week?
So this week I've been trying to implement what you talked about at the beginning of this week, with the sellers when you told me, get them to listen, then get them to, I guess like subscribe, and then get them to basically be involved.
Yes.
So what I've been doing is that, I've been doing call to action, like, have you listened to me, or uh make sure to tune in to this great conversation this week, and things as such. So I've noticed that with me actually putting it on YouTube, with YouTube I've been gaining subscribers on YouTube. But I haven't necessarily just looked at my analytics to actually just see, like, as far as when it comes with like the listeners. The downloads are going up. But as far as like with the listeners, I I really, really don't know if people are really taking that call to action. So it's just more of me just really focusing on that, if that makes sense.
Yes, that makes all the sense. And just understand that everything is not going to have a perfect success rate when you first launch it. That's why we test, right? So
Hmm.
that's where you can go into Chat GPT and say, hey, this is the result that I want. This is what I tried. Give me more suggestions, right?
So we can do that.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
most definitely. Hmm.
Because I've been using the HE double hockey sticks out of GPT, and
Yes, baby. Yep. So that's one thing that I love to do. I love to tell it, hey, how can I get insert the result that I want? This is what I tried that did not work. Give me more suggestions because I don't want it to give me suggestions around what I've already done that didn't work. So let's cut through that bull, right? And let me tell you what didn't work. I even use that for like for example, Letitia has had a summit. Some emails that we use in the automations of our summits work better than others. So the ones that don't work, every summit that we have, I go back to Chat GPT and tell it, hey, this one didn't work. Give me another, right? And I tell it exactly the copy, and it gives me better copy every time.
So you give them the exact, be like, okay, so I've had these many downloads. I'm trying to get to this many downloads. What can I
Yes.
do? Okay.
No, I add to it before you ask what can I do. Say I've tried and tell it what you tried and it didn't work. What can I do? You see what I'm
Okay.
saying?
Okay. Got it. Got it.
Yes. Of course, of course. I think that's everybody on the panel. And we have made it to our 9 o'clock hour, which is awesome. So this has been a great week, added to the other weeks. As y'all know, that these are turning into like mini courses, and I don't even know where they're coming from. I keep telling y'all I'm a vessel because I'm waiting to have a bad week. We ain't had a bad week, and I don't know if we've had a bad week ever. So just know
We
that ain't
never
me.
ever.
Said never go. Okay. Come on. I'm gonna go ahead and take the credit and get my head blowed up. But just know that clearly I'm a vessel because ain't no way humanly possible I could be doing this on my own, right? So we're gonna wait and see what download I get for next week's transformation. But this has been a great week. I want y'all to go back over. Demetra agrees. She said no bad weeks. I love it. Thank you, y'all. I'm in my purpose. But we're gonna see what we come up with for next week. I want you guys to have a great day and a great week. But before we go, don't forget to sign up for this month's affordable workshop. Most of y'all don't have a down sale. We're doing digital products. You want to get those digital dollars. Everybody but Letitia need to sign up. So go to shaycannon.com/digital dollars and go ahead and get signed up. If you're in this community, there is a coupon code that will save you $50. And guess what? I put it on the cart page. Ain't no way you shouldn't save $50. Okay. So go in there and get it done. If you are in the productivity membership, you save $100. Your coupon code is in the Slack channel. So go to the Slack channel and get your coupon code. Everybody but Leticia Austin. I don't even understand what she's over here talking about. So, okay, y'all. Have a great day. Have a great weekend. Don't forget to sign up for the no, we're gonna block you and refund money, all that. You get on. So yes, sign up for the workshop, everybody but Letitia. Letitia, anything you want to say about upsells, downsells, cross sales, and main offers as far as the tech? We don't want to hear what you got to say about this workshop. The answer is no. But do you want to say anything about the tech around offers?
That's why I want to sign up for the workshop. I think once you have all those things in place, you now have something to build what's called a true, fully functioning sales funnel. Have a great day.
Love it. All right, studio is closing in 5.